One positive experience that I would have had with police officers would have been when my mother and I got a flat tire while going home one night. Now, the area that we got a flat tire in was very dark because there wasn't much lights in that specific area, and it was late at night. So this was prior to COVID and all the restrictions and state of emergency, lockdown, and so on forth. So it was about 10 p.m. and the area was really dark. So you can imagine two women in a vehicle in a dark area with a flat tire. You can imagine how scary this was, right? So we decided that we would call someone to come and assist us with the flat tire because neither my mother nor myself knew how to change the flat tire. So we sat in the car and we was trying to call different persons, but we weren't getting through to anyone. Now, at this point, the frustration is building. But then a little while after, we saw a police car approaching, and the police vehicle stopped right at the side of us. The police officer pulled down the glass and spoke to us, asking us what's wrong, what's going on, why we're parked at the side of the road, and so on and so forth. And we told them the situation. And I won't forget this. There were two male officers and one female officer, and they all came out of the car. One of the male officers asked us, if we have a spare tire, all the details. And we opened the trunk, we gave him the spare tire, and they proceeded to fix up everything for us. They changed the tire, they make sure everything was good, and that was a really, really nice gesture. But what really captured us the most is, they made sure that they followed behind us so that we could, until we reached into an area where there was much more light. And when we reached in a more lit area, they went on their way and we continued on our journey home. And that was a really nice experience because it shows that the police service, the police officers of Trinidad and Tobago, they do care and they do take their role seriously. And this was a really nice experience, a nice encounter that I had with police officers of Trinidad and Tobago. And it's a great reminder that we should appreciate the men and women of service in our country in whatever way that we can, because they do a really great job. And to those officers, I would like to say a special thank you again.
There was one night I was climbing with my friend. Well, one evening that turned into a night because we went to a pan, practiced, and she came by me, the line, time was passing. We wasn't really studying the time, but I was sure that I would have gotten a drop for her for my cousin. Well, when the time reached for her to reach home, to go home, my cousin was unavailable, so she was now partially stranded. Not really stranded because she was by me, but she didn't have a ride. So I called my friend who's living in Los Pao to see if he would be in our area and he would be able to drop her home. He said he would be, but the time that he was coming was too late. So I decided that we would go out the road and wait for him. So when we went out, we waited. It was like, well, he's not coming. What time should we reach home? We waited a little while again. A few cars passed. She was like, I think I should travel. But I said, no, it's too late and we didn't really know most of the cars. So a van full of Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force soldiers pulling by me, street by me, and the driver, apparently they came to check somebody who was in a patrol. I'm not sure. They asked if she wanted a ride, and I was like, even though they have a uniform, I don't really trust them, But we contemplate, should she go, should she not go? However, we took the chance. Regardless of the uniform, it still wasn't safe. I wasn't feeling comfortable. She actually got the drop home. And she was even safer than I thought because they made sure that she got inside. Right. Well, she stepped to she door and I was proud of that. So for the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force, I admire the hard work that you all do, and I am very proud of the soldiers that we have guarding and defending Trinidad and Tobago.
One day, I took my dad's car on a trip to the mall to meet up with some friends. And upon leaving, exiting the mall, Gulf City Mall, a guy ran into the front left side of the vehicle. I was completely terrified because I was a new driver at the time and I have never been in an accident before where I was driving, obviously. So we called the police, waited for them to come. Upon their arrival, I was even more traumatized because I thought I would have been in trouble for driving alone in less than the 2-year period that was required. So a male officer came out, he gave me his name, and he said, "You look terrified," which I really was. And he said, "Okay, I'm gonna just walk you through the process, and we'll see about everything from there." He walked me through the process. He practically coached me about everything I will need to do, and then still ensured that I sought medical treatment. I, for one, expected the police officer to charge me on the spot, but he was really nice. And I think that what he did that was positive to me was the fact that he not only corrected me on the thing that I did wrong, but he gave me tips on how to approach an intersection like that the next time.
A pleasant good day to everyone on this auspicious day of honoring our servicemen and women. It is indeed giving of their time, sacrifice, and efforts. My name is Cliffia Nicholas Clark, and I am a proud mother of a serviceman. From as young as 4 years old, when he was asked what he wanted to be when he grew older, his reply was always an army man. He was never in contact with anyone in that field, but during his preschool years, something or someone left a great impression on him. As his school years continued, he kept the dream at the forefront, so it was no surprise that right after school he applied and was later accepted. I feel so proud to know that with all my sacrifices and support as a single mother, that he was able to achieve his goal. It is not an easy task to know that he is putting his life out there for days and nights on end. But my solace is that he is doing what he loves. And with that I say a heartfelt thanks to all the servicemen and women who give up their time to serve their country.
My name is Michelle George. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks and appreciation to the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service for their hard work and dedicated service to the nation of Trinidad and Tobago.
I would like to thank the armed forces for the human service that they have been doing. I mean, they have been working non-stop for maybe the last 3 years. It has been really, really hard on them, and I would really like to thank them for going all out for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys.
We thank you.
Thank you. We recognize you and we thank you.